What is up, boyos?
Hello, boyos.
Welcome to Last Week in Games, where everything is video games. Last week was the Game Awards, and we're going to talk about that in length, I'd imagine. Also last week, Activision Blizzard continues to be Activision Blizzard. My name is Jake. That over there next to me is Nick.
Hello.
How you doing, Nick?
Hello.
I'm alright. I'm doing alright. I'm really tired. But that won't stop me from doing the show. I need to take a nap, but I've been doing alright. Nothing new. Nothing new has happened in my life. Went to a basketball game with yours truly, or rather mine truly. You went to a basketball game with you, and we had a gay old time.
Hey, speak for yourself, buddy.
You know, well, I am speaking. I had a gay old time. You know what would have made that night better though? Instead of waiting in that parking garage to leave, we should have just went to like a bar.
Yeah,
we should have just went to that pastry place, the pasty, Cornish pasty.
Yeah,
and just
that place is bomb.
So it was good though. It was really good. Other than that, I've been chilling. I've been chilling, playing a lot of Gloomhaven. I got a new PC. I guess that's a new thing, right? I got a new PC.
Yeah.
It came in today. I haven't had a lot of time to like play games because I've been setting it up mostly, setting it up for this show, setting it up in general, re-downloading all my shit, getting everything, signed into everything. I love it so far though. And yesterday, I got an Ethernet cable running throughout my house into the computer because the Wi-Fi on the motherboard, total ass. Yeah. So I was getting like 3 gigabits down or gigabytes down or whatever the fuck. I was getting 3 GB down, right? With the Wi-Fi, and I plugged in the Ethernet cable, 176. It was like, all right, well,
I can relate because when I'm plugged in at my house, right, which my computer always plugged in, my PlayStation always plugged in, I get great speeds. I'm zooming. If I'm on my phone, like on the toilet, it's slow as fuck. Or like Discovery Plus, okay? Discovery Plus is not on the PlayStation. It's the Discovery Network. They have their own streaming service.
Okay, yeah.
I wanted to watch Iron Chef America because, of course, I did. I wanted to watch Iron Chef America.
Who doesn't?
That's what I'm saying. Who doesn't want to watch Iron Chef America? So I got Discovery Plus. I actually, I'm borrowing someone's, and it's not on the PlayStation. I hook it up on my TV, and it just like it buffers in, and then it like stops, and then it goes for a bit, and then it stops, and it buffers. So I can relate to the wired life is the way to go. Even if your internet is like, if you're wired, it just like improves your life.
It makes it so much better, and I'm hoping that we have no problems. Knock on wood. That everything goes smoothly this time. We're creeping up on 4:30, so it might happen sooner than later. So here's hoping. I'm wired in now, boy. It shouldn't go down.
Well, I'm gonna skip. Normally we do a section on this show called "What You've Been Playing." I haven't been playing shit. Nick hasn't been playing shit, so we're just gonna skip it. We got a big show anyway. Before we get to the Game Awards, though, we've got a couple titties here that actually and titties are what we lovingly call some smaller tidbits of news. But this was actually announced today. New PS5 controller colors are coming out, and new PS5 colored side panels are coming out in January.
Goddamn time.
And both of them are $55, right? The controller and the side panels? Or just the side panels?
The controllers are like $70.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
But the panels themselves, which is surprising because they're just molded plastic, are $55. I feel like $55 would be a good one for like custom art, like, hey, put this print on the plastic, $55. Here you go. That's fair. This is just they literally just dipped it in color. And it's
Yeah.
like you can go down, get some spray paint, get some fucking finish, some sealer, and just spray whatever fucking color you want. There's hundreds of colors at the department store, and you get them for like, $7 a can. You get some sealer. It if you do it right, it looks so good. So I don't know. People be spending way too much for plastic.
Yeah. I think the controllers cool enough, whatever. We need more PlayStation controllers. Xbox is absolutely dominating PlayStation when it comes to controllers and accessories. But with the side panels things, I've got a hot take here, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody at Sony and PlayStation are absolutely fucking scumbags. These fucking assholes, dude. Okay? Because last year, there was that company. What were they called? I don't fucking remember.
I don't remember. I know what you're talking about.
Like No Label or whatever they were called.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, we're going to make some sick-ass customizable panels, right? And Sony said, no, you're not, because obviously we're working on it.
Right.
And this is what they delivered. Some fucking colors. I can get it in pink now for $55.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors you can get it in.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
If it was like a, hey, we put Kratos on it or something.
Right.
It's like,
right.
Oh, okay. Or it's like,
here's some cool etched shit on it,
It's fucking titanium steel or something,
mm-hmm.
Some fucking crazy weird shit. I'd be like,
here's some wooden panels.
Yeah. Even if it's plastic but looks wood, like that'd be cool.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, okay, well, Sony's got this under control. Okay, whatever. But the fact that they went out of their way to stop this company from making these sick-ass side panels, and not only did they make these sick-ass side panels, they, changed the shape of the side panels and, made your PlayStation look unique. And then they come out here with fucking Nova Pink, Midnight Black. It's like, dude, this is so lame. And you're charging me $55? Fuck you, Sony. Fuck you. Seriously. That's fucked. That's my take on it.
Yeah, it's pretty shitty. I am so uninterested in this because I don't give a shit what it looks like. I really don't. Like the white ones, fine, whatever. It sits where it sits. It's out of view. It's not like a focal point of my room. The fact that I can get it in pink now is not going to change the fact that I don't have like a pink room where it's like, oh, everything in this room has to be pink, including my PlayStation 5. Because if that was the fact, then I would have already painted it pink at this point by myself.
Yeah, if I'm being honest with you, I don't care either. But I think the PlayStation is fucking ugly. The PS5, I think it's ugly as fuck. So it would have been really nice to have something. And I don't feel comfortable painting this shit myself. But maybe I would feel more comfortable if I know I could buy replacements for $20, but they're $55. Like, what the fuck?
Yep. I wonder if you can get the white ones for cheaper.
Yeah, maybe. Probably not. It's probably another $55.
Yeah.
It's just Sony making money. It's just them, which it's ridiculous. Because it's like, it'd be cool with these colors. Like, if you're going to do this, it's like, okay, well, I'll do one side blue and one side pink or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, make it a custom thing.
But no one's going to do that because it's $55.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you could do it a custom thing like Xbox is doing with their controllers, and it's just like, how do you want, what texture do you want on the outside? What texture do you want on the inside? What color do you want on the outside versus the inside? What color do you want the little PlayStation logo?
Because I would absolutely do wood grain. That'd be fucking cool. I would love that.
Yeah. Or brushed steel or something like that, Yeah. It'd be pretty cool.
Blue steel. It's just a picture of Zoolander on the side.
I would, sure. Sure. I'd do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Anyway, That's the titties. Let's get into the events. And there was one big event last week.
What was it? I missed it. Oh, that was last week, huh?
Which, if you missed it, we streamed it live. Our VOD of us watching it live is still there. You could go watch that if you want. But what did you think of the Game Awards there, Nick?
You know, it started out friends, but that was all pretend.
Yeah.
No, it started out okay. I really liked the start. And then once it got to about the Matrix area, where they started doing the Matrix stuff, I lost a lot of interest. I'm trying to think of like anything that came up after the Matrix, and I'm like, some things looked cool, you know, some things looked cool, some things, but it was very uninteresting. I felt like the actual awards were also rushed, you know, where
Always,
they like announce the people, and it's like, okay, cool. Now the next thing is an ad. Here's another ad for you for this ad extravaganza that you're watching. We understand that this whole show is an ad, but we threw ads in here for you.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like that show wouldn't exist without those ads, you know? Like
Didn't it though? Like in the past? I
No,
kind of feel like it did in the past.
It did not, because it used to be on Spike TV.
Oh.
You know, like it wouldn't exist without those ads. And, you know, the more I think about it, Nick, the more I'm like, it was okay. Like there was some good shit there. It was long, but it's always long.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I was expecting long.
Yeah, because they're blending a press conference with a award show, you know. And to be frank, I could give a shit less about the award shows part of it. You know,
I think it's kind of interesting.
Good for Yosef.
Now I'm gonna buy It Takes Two for sure.
Yeah, I wanted to anyway though. But you know, yeah, good for Yosef or whatever. I don't know. I feel like award shows are stupid. You know,
kind of.
T.J. Miller put it best. Awards are for children.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're just kind of dumb. But there was a lot of stuff there. The more I like think about it, and the more I like look through the list here, the more I'm like, wow, there was some things. Yeah. So I'd say it was okay. I think the ads were, a bit much, and the fact that it was just like repeated ads as well. But there were some okay ads even, and to be fair, it's all ads. You know, all of it.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, but some of those ads, you know, Keeley is like, you don't have to pay me. We want you here. So anyway, we should get into some of these things.
We might as well. Yeah, let's do it.
Yes. I have a list here, and I don't think it's in order. So just bear with me here. But
that's fine.
We'll just talk about some of the bigger things, I guess. First and foremost, we got this trailer for Star Wars Eclipse. What did you think?
This is the most hyped thing in the whole thing. The whole event. I think I was most hyped about this. Everything looked fantastic in this trailer. However, there was no gameplay. And at the end, they're like, oh, and it's by the guys who did Detroit Become Human and Heavy Rain. And I'm like,
yeah. They play this like kick-ass trailer where you're like, oh my god, they're gonna be like, this is gonna be like a kick-ass action game, and they're like gonna be pushing the boundaries of technology. And then at the end, it's like, it's Quantic Dream, and I'm like, oh, the game's not gonna fucking look like this.
Nope.
The game's not gonna be like this.
You know, I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt and say that I liked Detroit Become Human, and I liked Heavy Rain as I mean, it was great for the time. I didn't really enjoy Beyond Two Souls, but I know you did. So I have to give it to them and be like, maybe they can do some like cool interpersonal storytelling rather than like a big open world sort of thing that we kind of want. I feel like another studio is going to do that anyway. And if these guys stick to their guns with Detroit Become Human and have like a branching story path and stuff like that, it would be really cool to see in a Star Wars
for sure
universe.
It is funny, like at the beginning of the show though. Jeff Keighley is like, we don't put up with like bullying and harassment, basically calling out Activision.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, anyway, here's a game by Quantic Dream, who is notorious for overworking their employees. Just thought that was funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think the most hype thing for me, Nick, is this next thing I'm going to be talking about.
Sonic Frontiers.
No. Wonder Woman.
You think so?
I'm pretty hyped by a Wonder Woman game, yeah. I think it was unexpected. To me, this was
unexpected.
This was the Wolverine of this conference. This was the
right.
Wow, I can't believe they're making this, and it's by Monolith, which I'm not a huge fan of their games, but I'm still intrigued. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same sort of situation that I'm in with Star Wars Eclipse. It's like, it could be good, I think, is where we're at. I think it's weird that it's a Wonder Woman. I feel like that's a weird choice.
I think it's a great choice, though. Like,
yeah.
We've all been saying, like, oh, we need a Superman game. And I'm like, then they announced Wonder Woman. I'm like, duh, fucking Wonder Woman. Yeah, make a Wonder Woman game. That's fucking genius. Yeah. I don't know why I never thought about, like, make a Wonder Woman game.
Yeah, you ride the lightning. You get an invisible jet.
Yeah, use your whip to go through the clouds.
Exactly.
Yeah,
fucking
gotta love it.
But why did you have a jet? It doesn't matter. You're fucking flying. Oh, I hate that movie. That movie's real bad.
It's not good. Oh,
that movie's real bad.
Yeah, it's a bad game. Sorry, I was trying to play the trailer for Sonic, for the Sonic thing. It started like playing the music. I forgot to mute.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah. Next thing, Sonic. How do we feel about Sonic Frontiers?
Dude, this is one of the ones that I'm like, this could work. This could work. We see fucking Sonic, but it's in the style of Breath of the Wilds.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hold up. 3D Sonic in an open environment, the traversal has got to be fantastic. It's got to be so much fun to just run through this, because unlike Breath of the Wilds, where the traversal is the worst part of that game, this is like,
oh my
God. Sonic can go so fast.
Oh my God.
What? Did I say something?
Yeah, what the fuck?
No, I stick by my...
The traversal is bad in Breath of the Wild?
Yeah, is that a shock to you?
Yeah, what the fuck?
I don't understand.
Oh my God.
The stamina bar is bullshit. But
I love it.
In Sonic,
because
you're probably not going to have a stamina bar. You're not going to have a climb meter that you're going to have to go do pointless little shrines at, do shitty little puzzles around the world. It's going to be Sonic. You know what I wish they would add to this, or like would have in this, since it's an open world, they can do a whole lot of stuff, is bring back the Chow. Bring back the Chow. Give me a Chow farm so that I can make the Chow good and make them bad, and do the mini races and the mini fighting and all that other stuff, the swimming and the flying, and then train my Chow and give them different like pieces. That's a weird concept, isn't it? It's just like, let me feed you the essence of creatures. That way you can grow wings and fight for me against other Chow. And if I abuse you, you get really mad and really sad, and a hell opens up and I can throw you in hell. But if I feed you a lot, then
I don't know anything about Chow.
Okay.
I don't know about the Chow.
Sonic Adventure 2.
It's been a long time, my friend.
You could like plug it into your it was on the GameCube, but you could plug in your Game Boy Advance to it and put the Chow on your Game Boy Advance and do mini games through your Game Boy Advance and level them up that way. it was different. It was so cool. They had a whole bunch of shit. Yeah, I like that game. This game looks interesting.
I'm intrigued by it. I'm like you, where I'm like, yeah, this could be really cool. Sonic. It really depends on if they actually put their heart into it. You know, like if they actually put some TLC into the world design, like they did in Breath of the Wild, like that could serve Sonic really well. Like because that is the thing about Breath of the Wild that I think, even if you don't like it, which I know you don't, but like the world is very specifically designed, like designed around different puzzles and stuff. And if they do that for Sonic, like that could work really well.
Yeah.
But I'm always like apprehensive when it comes to Sonic. You know what I mean? Like I'm always a little like,
yeah, because a lot of the times they phone it in and they'll just do a cash grab. And this could easily be a cash grab. They're like, oh well, Breath of the Wilds did so good. What if we did a Sonic Breath of the Wilds and then just kind of plop Sonic down in a big map and it's filled with nothing.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Is like maybe they just saw Breath of the Wilds and they're like, let's do that for Sonic, and which so if it's good, I'm hyped. If it's not, I told you so. So we'll see. I said Wonder Woman was my most hyped, but let's keep it real, dog. Let's keep it 100 up in here. My most hyped game from this motherfucker. You already know what it is, dog. You already know what it is.
Hold on. It's I've
already played the trailer on stream.
Tiny Tina's Wonderland. That's it.
You
what
fucking
it is.
nailed it. No,
that's
dude.
what it is.
Alan Wake 2, baby. Motherfucking Wake 2, baby. So hyped, so real. Alan Wake looks like Troy Baker now for some reason. I'm fucking hyped. These dudes, who is it? Remedy? They don't fucking miss, dude. They don't fucking miss, except for that one game, which apparently
that one game. Yeah, the one game that was also linked to a show, and that show was bad. So it kind of
yeah. What is it called? Like Quantum
Break.
Quantum Break. Yeah, people didn't like that game, but besides that, these guys don't miss, dude. Alan Wake is the shit. Control is the shit. Max Payne back in the day was the shit. Yeah, so I'm just hyped. It was interesting to hear him say, like, we are leaning into survivor horror with this, which for me is not my go-to genre of game.
No.
But it's Alan Wake, baby, and I'm fucking hyped. I love Alan Wake.
Yeah, it's the trailer really looked like a Silent Hill game. And I'm like, oh, is this Silent Hill? But that's not possible. They can't do Silent Hill. Like, I thought that was dead. And then it was like Alan Wake. I'm like, that's pretty much Silent Hill. That's pretty fucking close. The vibe is all the same. You don't have like the scary monsters or whatnot. You just have shadow people. But, it's pretty fucking close. And I'll take it. I really enjoy it. I really enjoyed Control, and Control had the Alan Wake like DLC, which I haven't played yet because every time I try to like pick up the game again, it's like, well, I got to play through it again. So I'll start it and get like most of the way through and then stop playing it. But yeah, it had that. And I also saw a tweet from somebody. I can't pull it up right now because it was just like a passing thing where the guy's like, hey, yeah, we're working on Alan Wake 2. We'll tell you more information later or something like that. And nobody's heard about it. Nobody talked about it. And then this happened and I was like, yeah, I already knew that. And you were like, and I'm like,
I had no fucking clue, dude. I had no clue.
It's on Twitter, I thought. Because I don't know. I saw something.
My whole thing was like, Remedy is working on 10,000 different projects right now. There's no fucking way they're working on Alan Wake. So, because my assumption was they're working on that Xbox game and they're probably working on like Control 2 or something. So, like, Alan Wake was totally out of the question for me. So yeah, I was surprised.
Yeah. Happy surprised.
Yeah, indeed.
Indeed.
Speaking of Silent Hill, remember this game, Nick? Slitterhand. This was by one of the guys who worked on Silent Hill.
Oh yeah.
By Boca Game Studios.
Slitterhead. That was cool, wasn't it?
No,
I thought it was cool.
I thought it looked pretty poo poo doo doo.
I mean, the game itself looked pretty poo poo doo doo, but the idea, it was like Dead Space meets Silent Hill, and I'm about it. It looked real shitty graphically, looked really bad graphically, but I like the premise, you know?
Yeah, this girl when her face goes,
Yeah,
it looks so fucking bad. Yeah, I don't know. I figure I'd bring that one up since we brought up Silent Hill. But anyway, there's not much to say there. They didn't show gameplay or anything.
No, just a goofy ass trailer.
You know what game I think could be cool if they do it right is this Dune Spice Wars.
It looks like an RTS.
It is an RTS, and I think they say that in the trailer.
Okay.
But like,
okay.
That sounds neat to me.
Yeah.
Dune is a hot property right now. As long as this isn't some sort of like weird cash grab game, you know? Like, oh, Dune is hot right now, let's make a shitty RTS. If they actually put some time into it, this could be fucking cool. There's enough lore in Dune to make a kick-ass RTS.
Yeah, and they could do something like the title alone reminds me of Tiberium Wars, and it's like that gets me kind of excited. I know it has nothing to do with that Command and Conquer Tiberium Wars, but it's like
that was the impression I got as well, though, where I'm like, oh yeah, they're playing off of Tiberium Wars,
right? But also Halo Wars was that, but it wasn't.
But if you look at this little trailer here, what it also makes me think of, this little like village thing here, it looks like a block in Civ. So like it could be a Civ type game as well.
I don't like that.
I love Civ, so I'd fuck with either thing.
Yeah.
So.
And that's like a massive dust hand.
Big old hand. Big old hand.
What do we got? What's next? What was next?
They showed Chaya, that cute little Breath of the Wild game where you turn into birds and play guitar.
Yeah, and you can jump on trees, and the traversal is much, much better than in Breath of the Wild.
Dude, you need to just fucking calm down with that shit.
No, I refuse.
Yeah, you got bad taste. But one game that I'm kind of curious about that they showed a little bit of, not a lot of, is this game Forspoken.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah.
Interestingly, today, people are coming out and talking about there was like some behind closed doors, hands off play test for this game, I guess, for journalists.
Demo reel. It's okay.
A lot of people are saying, well, I've seen a couple people say that it's like, it looks fun, but the world seems empty. And it's just like, I don't know how you can tell that from a hands-off demo.
Right.
It seems weird.
If you're gonna have traversal like the way that they have it, where you like literally like right there, literally jumping over canyons and stuff, it's gonna be a little empty, because if it wasn't in certain places, then it would be like, well, it's gonna be so congested.
Right.
It's either gonna be congested or it's gonna be, and this does not look dead. Like there's people on this bridge,
Right.
So I don't know. I think it looks fun.
Yeah, and a lot of people are saying, it's like an open world sort of Horizon Witcher type game, where you kind of run around, you find enemies everywhere you go or whatever. And
that sounds great to me.
Yeah, sounds wonderful. Like, you know,
Sounds fucking fantastic.
old school Assassin's Creed or whatever. Yeah, sounds great. It's made by the guys, you know, who made Final Fantasy 15.
Really?
Yeah, which is interesting because I heard this this is just from like the previews I've seen where, you know, they said with Final Fantasy 15, the biggest flaws with that game, and you could attest to this because you played that game, right?
Yep.
Where the biggest flaw with the game was movement.
Yeah.
And
just getting anywhere.
They said that they seem to have hyper focused on that in this game.
Dope.
They like heard the criticisms and were like, okay, we're gonna make a game all about that then. So yeah, like she's just like riding a fucking surfboard here. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
shit.
and just like super jump shoes, fly shoes.
Yeah. Game looks fucking hype.
It looks really good. The only thing I have to say about Final Fantasy 15 is that combat isn't the best. It's mostly just hold this button and then press this button when you need to dodge.
That's what they said was movement and combat were not the
okay.
best. Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm glad that was addressed because that was another thing that was like it's a fine game, but it's kind of repetitive, and I hope it's not like that for this game. But we got Amy Hennig working on it too, so
true. I don't know what her involvement is in it, but this Matrix thing, I don't know, it was kind of weird. I know like the demo came out for it today or the next day.
This looks really bad though. Oh my god, that looks so bad.
People were saying it's pretty fucking cool though, so I don't know.
Well, there's like a gameplay demo that I saw where you're playing like Trinity and she's just walking around.
That's actually what this is. I pulled this from IGN. This is not from the Game Awards, actually.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And she's walking around and you like the buildings are actually like to scale. And people are like, man, if Spider-Man did that, because, you know, Spider-Man, they crush the buildings down to make it feel like you're going faster. But it's like, man, it feels more realistic. I haven't seen this yet, though. This is
those
cool.
buildings are huge.
Yeah. It's like
it still looks bad though.
This looks bad. This whole segment right here.
Let's just shoot at these tires.
Yeah. Let me just aim at whatever tire you're telling me to aim at. Yeah, I don't know.
But this is more of just like a proof of concept, right? So
I don't know. It's supposed to come out next year, isn't it?
I guess. I don't know. It'd be rad if there was a good Matrix game. I love the Matrix, so. Whoa.
Less a game, more an experience. The Matrix Awakens is available to download now on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X to showcase the abilities of the Unreal 5 engine. So this might not even be a game.
Right. Yeah. That's what I was saying.
It's out now.
Yeah, it's like a demo though.
Oh, well, fuck. I don't care. Stupid.
That's what I was saying. It's like more of a proof of concept.
Dumb.
New game by the guys who made Friday the 13th, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is coming.
Yep. Oh well, cool. Nothing on it. Nothing new on it.
Yeah. Have a Nice Death looks sort of like Hollow Knight, but bad. Not bad.
It says it's a roguelite, so it's more along the lines of like
if you want things done right.
Dead Cells.
Yeah, that's a good comparison. It's just like the guy looks like the guy from Hollow Knight.
Yeah. I mean, I like the art. It looks flashy, it looks solid.
Looks cute.
There was a game I used to play on Xbox 360 called something or other Dishwasher, where you played as like this Grim Reaper guy and a scythe and shit, and it was really fun, and it looked just like this, but you would just get blood everywhere on the screen. And this looks just like that. And if it's a roguelite, I'm even more interested in it. You know?
That's you 100%.
So, yep.
What else we got on here? Oh yeah, Somerville, which just sort of looks like a Annapurna, indie thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sci-fi adventure game. Studio Jump Ship.
Evil West. This game looked interesting, I guess. I have no idea what the fuck this game is, but
Isn't this the one where it's first person?
no. This is third person. You like
Oh
punch
yeah,
things.
yeah.
It
I don't know.
looks like it could be good, it could be bad. Uh, we'll have to wait and see, I guess. But I appreciate
Yeah,
gameplay though, at the very least.
that's
Uh,
true. We didn't get a whole lot of that at the Game Awards this year.
I wasn't, when we were going into the Game Awards, Nick, I was not expecting a whole lot of gameplay because I
I don't
just feel
know.
like it's not the place. But
True.
we're on the topic of gameplay. Let's go
Hmm.
to a particular one here.
All right. Is it
Uh,
gonna be Plague Tale? Is it gonna be Senwa's Sacrifice?
that's the one.
That's the one.
That
Hellblade 2, baby.
they decided to show off like 10 minutes of gameplay for this, just cause.
Yeah. Yeah, but I feel like this is a cinematic part of the game. I feel like obviously this is gameplay. But then once it gets to the point that it gets to towards the end of the trailer, it's like, well, this is a lot of just cutscenes. I mean,
Oh
you're
yeah,
running
for
between
sure.
them,
It didn't
but
show, the combat or whatever. It just kind of showed you how good the game looks while in gameplay,
right.
which it does. It looks fucking
It looks great.
good. Which
It looks
the first one looked great, and the first one was good. I was just surprised to see this. That I was.
yeah.
It was
At
like,
least this much in this much detail for sure.
yeah, the Game Awards just seems a little weird, but I was into it. Very excited for this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the
Let's
first game.
we got some shit to do. We got some shit to go through. I'm looking at this list. I'm like, damn, we're never gonna get through all this if we just keep rattling about.
No, I'm skipping some stuff though.
Okay.
We're getting to the point where we're just kind of going through some shit. Like Elden Ring. Like I'm not even gonna.
No, yeah, we saw Elden Ring.
Yeah.
There's so much fucking shit on Elden Ring right now. If you haven't seen it, if you haven't seen it, you're not gonna buy it. Let's just say that because you don't care. What is this? What are we looking at here?
Oh, I didn't realize this was still fucking up.
This is Star Wars.
Homeworld 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's another one where we saw a bunch of Homeworld 3 at E3. Remember, it was like in between. What was it at? Is that
It was like PC Game Show, wasn't it?
maybe it was PC Game Show where they just like
Yeah,
interlaced Homeworld 3.
it was the PC Game Show for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and now I don't give a shit about that game. It was a lot like Deathloop. How as the closer it got to release, it was like, isn't this game out already? I don't even care about this game anymore. I just did not give a shit by the time it came out because it'd been so saturated with all the crap that I've seen.
Yeah. This one was hype though. Cuphead.
Hell yeah, dude. And they have this like sweet handmade trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is day one purchase for me.
Yeah,
for sure.
I loved how they brought like the singers out and they did the weird like big band swing sort of thing. Yeah.
Yep.
I loved that. That was so cool. Yeah.
Yep. It's gonna be fucking fantastic.
Very, very exciting stuff. Takes them a while because they hand animate everything, which is awesome. Nightingale.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Nightingale was another kind of like weird one. Like, what the fuck was this? This was the one where we're like, it's it's Midnight Mass.
Yeah. Yeah. Seriously, it's Midnight Mass. Survival crafting game. First person adventure in a world of giants and monsters. This I don't know about this one, man. It seems like there is an audience for this. And the audience that they're trying to go for needs a game like this, needs a new one of these games. That audience is just not me. Like, that looks cool. That perspective right there with the giant. This, I'm just not the audience for this. You know,
It seems like there's like a lot of different things going on in this game, and I need to like know like what is this game? You know,
right.
is it more about the survival part of it? Is it more of a story? Is it a co-op? I don't, or is it like this big online thing? I don't know.
Yeah.
So
I don't think it has a story. I think it's more of like a Minecraft Rust sort of situation.
You think so? But like even with these like big ass monsters and stuff.
Yeah, Ark has got dinosaurs. Same bullshit.
Yeah, Ghost Hand says it's probably a Rust clone. Yeah, you might be right.
That's what I'm
saying. We got another trailer for Horizon Forbidden West, which I'm very excited for. But we've seen so much of Horizon, it's kind of like, whatever. I was excited when she came down and she had her fucking like shield thing and she used it as a parachute. That was pretty sweet.
I mean, they showed us that. They showed us that before, though.
Okay, but it was exciting this time too.
Okay, cool. I was just making sure.
And I was like, damn, that's cool. All right.
Okay, my bad. My bad.
What was this game? Babylon's Fall.
That's the Trigger game. Or Trigger game. That's the Platinum Games game.
Oh, right. These are you guys.
This doesn't look like one of the things that I would like. This looks pretty lame, honestly.
I think so.
Yeah, it just looks edgy to be edgy. It's just like, look at this dark Final Fantasy that we made. I don't know.
But they're known for like hacker slasher stuff.
Yeah.
I think the combat's like that in this.
Probably. It's probably really cool.
It looks good. Yeah.
Just the style, the colors. It's all kind of.
Where's Bayonetta though? Damn it!
Give me Astral Chain 2, or just port Astral Chain to the computer. You know, that's all I want.
Astral Chain came out like a year ago.
It was 2 years ago, 2019. We were on a plane when I downloaded that. Babylon game had a huge troubled development. They redid the whole core mechanics for a more co-op aspect, but the game feels awful to play. I'm sure it does.
Does it feel awful? Do you know that from experience, or are you just hearing this? Tiny Tina's Wonderland, yeah, whatever. Tina being Tina.
It's Borderlands. The thing I don't get about this is like it's called Tiny Tina's Wonderland. It's not a Borderlands game, but it is set in a Borderlands. It's got all the Borderlands characters, and yeah. I wish they would just change it. Just go, this isn't Borderlands. There's not any of these characters that we've made new characters. I don't know. I'm just kind of sick of Borderlands. It's so goofy. It's too goofy for me.
I don't care about Borderlands either. Tina was my favorite character in Borderlands though, but
she was great.
I don't care. Ghost Hand said he played the alpha, so he knows from experience. My God,
it was awful.
Thank you.
That's too bad.
There was.
Platinum did release the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game as well back in like 2017, and I heard that was really bad also. So they have some duds for sure. That just means the next game that they come up with is going to be sweet. I think. I feel. Probably. Maybe. I'm not sure.
Where's Bayonetta? Else? Where's Bayonetta?
I mean, yeah, that's the next one that they're coming out with. It's gonna be sweet.
Suicide Squad.
Hell yeah, we got a sort of a gameplay trailer. Like we saw bits and pieces of gameplay, which is cool. Still hate the character design in this game. I think it looks
good. I think it looks just fine. I like
it. So okay, Arkham, the guys that make Arkham, who are these guys?
Rocksteady.
What's Rocksteady? Rocksteady. I love their character design normally on all of the Arkham games, all of the, all the Arkham games. Everybody looked really cool. Other than like Batman. Batman was like the only character that kind of stayed solid through the entire thing. It was like, yeah, that's obviously Batman. But then you get like Red Hood, and it's a different take on Red Hood, and you get the Riddler, and it looks like a different Riddler. Like it's like, oh, that's Riddler. I could see that, but it's their own version of Riddler. This is like, yeah, we took the shit from the movies and we just put it in our games. We got lazy. I just feel like
that?
yeah.
I don't think that. Harley looks like totally different.
Harley's the only one that looks totally different, and
so
I
does
hate
King
it.
Shark. King Shark doesn't look anything like the fucking movie.
He kind of does, though.
He doesn't at all. King Shark's like
does.
a big fat dad in the movie. In this, he's like a big buff badass.
Yeah, but I don't know. This game looks cool. It looks like a what's that game called? I said it. I said it at the thing. The one where you're fighting like energy drink juiced people that Insomniac made back in the day for the Xbox. Yeah, I fucking don't remember. Sunset Overdrive. It looks like Sunset Overdrive with all of these like creatures totally and shit. And it's like, that's cool. If it plays like Sunset Overdrive, which it kind of looks like it does, I'm totally in for it. Give me different costumes though, because I'm gonna want to switch out these fucking costumes.
Oh, I bet there's different costumes you can unlock.
I would hope so. Yeah.
This trailer's sick, dude. Rewatching it right now, like this shit looks fucking cool. I'm watching it. I'm into it.
I like the thing with Flash. I like the Flashes. Kind of like the main bad. It seems. At least in that.
Maybe that's just like the only person they want to show so far.
Yeah.
I imagine there's like different sections throughout the game where you have to take out different ones.
Could be.
Persona 4 Arena Ultimate, yeah. Ultimax.
I'm down.
Looks cool.
Fighting game. This is fighting game. That's what I'm about.
Yeah. What was this? Thirsty Suitors.
Oh, this is the Annapurna, I want to say.
Yes, it is Annapurna.
And it's like you got to like do dance battles with people. It's like a dating sim, I think.
Yeah. Battle your exes, disappoint your parents, find yourself. That's a good tagline. I like that.
It looks cool. They did show the entire Justice League on a previous video. It's cool since they're going for Jon Stewart Green Lantern. Huh.
It's always the move. Always go for Jon Stewart. He's the better than Hal Jordan.
Yeah, for sure.
Fuck you, Hal Jordan. This was shown.
And Jon Stewart's got his own talk show, his own late night show.
That's true.
So
yeah, he's back. He's back on air now. Planet of Lana. This game looked neat. I don't know what the fuck it is, but
I don't remember what this is. I don't remember seeing it.
It's just another indie.
Just indie thing, indie bullshit. Cool.
I have one more thing here. Steel Rising.
Oh yeah, this game looks sweet. See, this is how you do art styles right here.
It looks like Bloodborne.
Yeah, it does, but also marionette dolls and like old school, old English bullshit. Like, look, you're just freaking marionette doll, porcelain doll, attacking other machinery, mechanical bullshit, creepy shit. Like, look at that. What is that thing? Crazy. This looks cool. Yeah. This game looks cool.
I hope it's not bad.
I hope it's a little easier than Bloodborne. We have too many of those, I feel.
If you like this, you should check out
Lies of P. Yeah, dude, the Pinocchio game that's coming out for sure. For sure. That looks so good. I actually thought this trailer was the trailer for Pinocchio, but it is not, obviously. Yeah, Lies of P looks fantastic, and I can't believe they didn't show it at the Game Awards.
Yeah, there was some other stuff they showed, like Fall Guys, Dying Light,
Among Us VR.
Oh yeah, that's actually really cool. I'm into that 100%. Destiny 2, The Witch Queen, some other things. And that's what I'm saying is like overall, I feel like there was something there for everyone, and they actually did show a few things that I'm like, huh, that's neat. Yeah. I would have liked factions, but
Yeah, we even got the Uckman.
Yeah.
in the house, and he was standing there with a microphone at
But he
the
was
very end, and there was no one more thing
just there
before
because he won last year, though.
he should have announced one more thing. Factions coming out March 2022.
But
also, get
I
up
don't,
here, Yosef.
I don't think that's what they do at the Game Awards. Game Awards doesn't do one more thing. One more thing is Josef Fares won. You know?
Didn't they do the one more
you
thing
can't
with
take that.
Ragnarok at the last one?
No.
I'm gonna look that up. One more thing. Game Awards. If I can spell awards right.
They did with Death Stranding. Yeah, sort of.
Official stream 4K. This 3 hours long. Jeez, that was a long fucking Game Awards. Holy shit. You can keep talking. I'll prove my point.
I don't know what you want me to talk about.
I mean, just move on to the next thing. You know.
Okay. Sorry. All right, let's get into the news because we got to start wrapping this shit up. Activision Blizzard workers announce open-ended strike and union drive. This comes from Kyle Orland at Ars Technica. A group of Activision Blizzard workers calling itself a Better ABK Workers Alliance announced that its members are taking part in an open-ended strike until demands are met and worker representation is finally given a place within the company. We encourage our peers in the game industry to stand with us in creating lasting change, the worker group tweeted Thursday morning. A Better ABK has helped organize 2 previous employee walkouts to protest widespread reports of harassment and gender discrimination at the company, which have led to multiple lawsuits and executive departures. But those walkouts were time-limited efforts to send a message that employees were unhappy with the company's management direction in general and the leadership of CEO Bobby Kotick in particular. This week's strike is more open-ended, work stoppage in direct response to the dismissal of 12 quality assurance contractors at subsidiary Raven Software late last week. The Washington Post reports at least 200 employees across the wider company joined that walkout starting Monday, including all of Treyarch's central QA. Those strikers promise not to return until every member of the QA team, including those terminated on Friday, are offered full-time positions, as the group put it. Activision Blizzard management reportedly told striking employees that they would only be paid through Wednesday, according to the Post. So employee organizer Jessica Gonzalez, who announced her impending departure from the company last month, has set up an ABK strike fund to offset strikers' lost wages and assist in the potential relocation of Raven Software workers who were forced to move without financial assistance at the insistence of Activision Blizzard. As of this writing, that fund has raised over $100,000 of its $1 million goal. I think right now it is actually sitting at somewhere like $300,000. In a GoFundMe post for the strike fund, Gonzalez says Activision Blizzard management has continually abused, union busted, and remained apathetic to the wishes of workers. Gonzalez also specifically calls out Activision Blizzard's board of directors for its claims to remain confident in Kotick's unfit and unproductive leadership. Alongside the strike, a Better ABK is also actively working to create a formal labor union by distributing union authorization cards to employees. If a majority of employees sign such cards, it could lead to Activision Blizzard to voluntarily recognize the newly formed union or force formal NLRB vote on a union representation among all employees. That's just a long way in saying it's about goddamn time that we're starting to see unions in video games.
Well, it just kind of goes to show that once a company gets like crazy big, or like Brain fart. Once a industry is the word I was looking for becomes so big, that it just doesn't give a shit about its workers, and it's not paying enough to its workers, and it's not giving benefits to its workers, or general human decency and rights. I think that we should have unions in everything. If you're not a mom and pop shop, I feel like a union is your best fucking option for not getting shafted by somebody who doesn't even see who you are as a person. They just see a number, a payroll. It's just like one of those things. Like, fuck anybody who is against unionizing anything, because unions are optional. Also, all unions are optional. You don't have to join a union to work at a company. You fucking better, because otherwise you'll be left on your ass and you won't get compensated for the work that you do. But it just goes to show that, like, people are fucking tired of working so hard for something that they don't get anything for. And it's good news that this is still in the news,
Well, and unions, they're there for your best interest. Well, the company is there for their own best interest. Like, they don't give a shit about you. This is kind of funny. This is an email that was sent out from Brian Bulato, who is like a head over at Activision. And it's funny because this is from Jessica Gonzalez, who announced her departure, but she got the email because this was her last day and she received this email too, but she posted on Twitter. So this is from Brian Bulato, or Bulatao. Everyone, at Activision Blizzard, we are working hard to create a more inclusive, supportive, and rewarding environment. And thanks to your input, we are making progress. In the past few months, we've announced that we are converting nearly 500 temporary employees to full-time employees at Activision Publishing Studios. And we have increased wages for a large portion of temporary workers and added paid time off benefits. We introduced a zero-tolerance harassment policy and waived required arbitration of sexual harassment and discrimination claims. We have made significant commitments to increase gender diversity and are dedicating $250 million to accelerate opportunities for diverse talent across the industry. We have more to do, and we believe that direct dialogue between management and employees is essential to the success of Activision Blizzard. As you may have seen yesterday, there was a communication supported by the Communications Workers of America, CWA, that asked employees to sign and submit union authorization cards. I want to be clear about this. The leadership of Activision Blizzard supports your right under the National Labor Relations Act, NLRA, to make your own decision about whether or not to join a union. As you make this decision for your future, we ask only that you take time to consider the consequences of your signature on the binding legal document presented to you by the CWA. Once you sign that document, you will have signed over to the CWA the exclusive right to represent you for the purpose of the collective bargaining concerning all terms and conditions of employment. That means that your ability to negotiate all your own working conditions will be turned over to the CWA, just as the document says. Achieving our workplace culture aspirations will best occur through active, transparent dialogue between leaders and employees, blah, 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 blah. That was the important part there. So basically they're like, don't do it, please. It's a bad idea. It's going to be bad. We're going to have to pay you if you do this. This is bad.
That line that said, you're not going to be able to represent yourself is really funny, because it's like, you don't get to represent yourself anyway because you're one person against a you have a mega $1 million company. You go and you're like, I want to be paid this much and I want this much time off. And they're like, ha ha ha, get out of here. Then you go to a union and everybody's like, yeah, that sounds good to me. Then they go to that company and that's a bigger voice that's like, hey, 4,000 of your employees want this. And if you don't give them this, they're all leaving. You know, it's just one of those things that's just.
And this is how these companies get you, dude. They underpay you. So then when you go and you're like, I want a raise, they give you the tiniest of raises and be like, see, your voice matters to us.
Yeah, here's a pizza party.
Right, here's a pizza party. Here's fucking 25 cents added to your fucking paycheck or whatever. Here's a bonus of $100 for the holidays. And it's
here's your gift card of $5 every month to Target.
Yeah, a $15 gift card to Starbucks. Enjoy yourself.
I don't even like Starbucks. Yeah. I don't even like Starbucks. But yeah, it's so funny to hear that, because it's like, it is scare tactics. That whole like statement is scare tactics. It's like, don't do this. You don't know what you're signing away on. And it's like, it's gotta be better than this, you know?
Right. Yeah. And I'm sure there's like a few of like Bobby Kotick's friends that make more now than they would in a union or whatever.
Oh yeah.
But that is the minority, and that's what I hope these Activision employees realize, is like, there might be a couple people who make more now than they would if there was a union or whatever, but like, that is so the minority. Like, this is gonna help everyone on the whole be in a better spot. So.
It turns into the trickle down. You know, trickle down economics doesn't fucking work. Thanks, Reagan. But you know, it could distribute it a little bit more evenly. It's just a freaking what do you call it?
Well, and it makes it more safe for everyone as well, because it's like, instead of going to an HR, you can go to your union board and be like, hey, this is happening. It's just, it makes everything safer, you know?
Because every company I've ever heard that has an HR, you go to that HR, and if you do something wrong and you're like, hey, I did this and I don't know how to approach it, they'll just fire you on the spot. They're like, oh, well, you fucked up and you're out of here.
Been raped at work. That's your
fault. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's the boss. He can't do anything wrong. It'll look bad for PR. And it's like, there's something wrong with that, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Ghost Hand says, man, Raven probably saddens me the most for being sent to the COD mines. That company deserved better, both in artistic freedom and work environment. I agree. The COD mines are just a terrible place. I feel like we had Activision, we had Infinity Ward, and we had Treyarch. Why isn't that good enough? You know, that should be fine. Those two companies, if you work for those two companies, that's what you're doing. You're expecting to do that, but
yeah,
they had to add Raven into it. Raven, what is it? Ravensoft. Ravensoft. Yeah. I wanted to say Ravenclaw, but I knew that wasn't right.
Yeah, dude. Ravensoft made one of my favorite fucking movie tie-in games. They made
Spider-Man 2.
X-Men Origins Wolverine, the video game, which was actually a fucking baller ass game, dude.
Oh, is it really?
It was. The movie sucked, but that game was the shit, dude.
Huh.
Anyway. Yeah.
The more you know.
Best of luck to all of the QA people over at Activision.
Yeah, for sure. I hope you unionize, and I hope you set an example for the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And you know, maybe this is the start of something new, of a new era.
This is the start of something new. Anyway, the MPD numbers are also in this week, Nick.
Whoa, that's fun. I'm actually super curious. I forgot that.
These came in today, actually. So let's talk about these MPD numbers. These are the top 10 selling video games of the month of November 2021. At number 1 is Call of Duty Vanguard, because of course.
That's no surprise.
At number 2 is Battlefield 2042.
No surprise, other than the fact that I hear it's really bad.
Yep. At number 3 is Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl.
Also no surprise. At
number 4 is Forza Horizon 5. That kind of is a surprise because that game is free, you know?
Yeah.
You don't have to pay for it.
That's true. Well, no, you have to pay for it. Either on Xbox, if you have Game Pass,
Yeah.
you still pay for it. And a lot of people are like $15. I don't need 15. I don't need to spend $15 on a game, you know. Whereas like Pokemon,
So
it's like my kids would like Pokemon, or Call of Duty. My teenagers would like
no,
would
that's
like
what I
Call of
mean.
Duty.
I'm surprised Forza is this high because you don't have to fucking pay for it.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay,
Yeah. I'm
yeah. I
surprised
thought you were
it's
saying
number
you're
4.
surprised it's not lower, is what I thought you meant. I'm like,
Yeah,
that
I'm
makes sense
surprised
that it's up here.
I'm surprised it's 4. I figure it'd be lower because you don't have to pay for it. You just drop the 15. Who's dropping 70 for this shit? You know?
Well, does this not include Game Pass
I don't know.
downloads? Oh, okay.
I'd assume not, but maybe.
Top 10 selling video games. Maybe people are buying it. If that's the case, then yes, this is very fucking surprising.
Yeah. Because I'd imagine it'd be higher.
But then again, we are old men, and maybe the kids are doing it like we used to do it, and they're like, I don't want to pay for Game Pass because then, then I have to keep paying for Game Pass. Might as well buy the physical copy. Maybe kids are doing it the way that we used to do it back in the day.
I thought kids would be smart enough to just like cancel it after a month.
Well, it's linked to their parents' credit card, so
That's fair. At number 5 is Madden NFL 22. At number 6 is Mario Party Superstars. At number 7 is Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. At number 8,
play that game.
I do too. It looks fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, you sent me a TikTok. I didn't respond to it, but that fucking scene
with the dragon behind him.
I was like, wow, holy shit.
Game looks
maybe
sick.
It is a good game. Maybe it just plays a little funky.
We were wrong.
Maybe we were wrong.
At number 8 is FIFA 22. At number 9 is Far Cry 6. And at number 10 is NBA 2K 22.
Can I complain about this list real quick?
Please.
Real quick. I don't like how the first two. I don't like the non variant in this. Like the first two is first person shooters. You got Pokemon, which is different RPG. Then you got Forza Horizon, which is with all intents and purposes, it's a sport game right above another sport game, Madden NFL 22. Then you got Mario Party Superstars, which is cool. Guardians of the Galaxy, which is cool. And then you got FIFA, NBA 2K, and another first-person shooter. I do not like that. Like 3 first-person shooters, 4 sports games, and then a couple of interesting titles mixed in there. It's like...
Yeah, most of these games came out last month, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
The top 4 games came out last month.
Yeah, they're going to sell the best for sure.
Yeah. And these are like the big Christmas titles,
But, the top selling games of year to date is also not very varied as well, if you want to get into that.
Yeah, let's do that. Here are the top 10 selling video games year to date 2021. At number 1 is Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. And at number 2 is Call of Duty Vanguard, already in its first month. Number 3 is Madden NFL 22. And also, I just want to say this about Vanguard real quick. Obviously, all this like shit talk about Activision doesn't matter.
Well, yeah. No, that's not necessary.
Bad press, it doesn't matter.
It's not necessarily true, because when Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War came out last year, it was the number 1 on both lists that month. So it took a little bit of a hit. It's number 2. It didn't beat the last year.
Because I feel like last year Modern Warfare was still up there.
It was, but it was number 2, I thought.
Maybe, I don't know. But still, it's just like it's an ungodly amount of money.
Yeah.
At number 3 is Madden NFL 22. At number 4 is MLB The Show 21. At number 5 is Resident Evil Village, which I'm surprised that is stuck around.
The whole year, baby. The whole year.
We'll see. At number 6, unless there's like 6 games that come out next month, that just like topple it. At number 6 is Battlefield 2042. At number 7 is Super Mario 3D World. At number 8 is Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. At number 9 is Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales. And at number 10 Far Cry 6.
You know what I really like is Miles Morales is sticking in there too.
It's a great game.
It's a good game, and it's PlayStation only, which goes to show it fucking works. It's a good game. Yeah. So as I was saying, like you got 1, 2, 3, 4 first-person shooters in here. You got 1, 2. Well, you got 2 sport games. So it's okay. It's much better than the month, but you know it's still pretty shitty that we have 4 first-person shooters. Give me a third-person shooter. You know, where's my third-person shooter? Even Resident Evil Village, I guess it's a first-person game. I just give me more Spider-Man. Give me more Spider-Man. Those are the games that I want.
True.
Yeah, cool. I always like doing those. Those are interesting.
Indeed.
Recent review. Well, recent reviews via OpenCritic. Only one really to mention. It's Halo Infinite. It's got 86 out of 122 critic reviews. It's doing really well. I've heard the story and this falls flat on the third act though, and I'm actually kind of surprised that it's so high. Yeah, that's it.
Here over at this is the section of the show where we like to take audience questions, you know, chat with you guys if you want. If you're here live over on twitch.tv/Lonercast, you can chat with us. But here's a comment from last week's show from Cooking for Group
on the YouTube.
On YouTube. If you guys could make one gaming law that all video game publishers, developers, studios had to follow, what gaming law would you make? For example, I would make it illegal for companies to make video games as a service.
I disagree with that. I think video games as a service is a good thing to do because in the day and age that we are at right now, people just want the next thing, right? They want the next thing. People who, if you were to go back in time and play Tony Hawk's Underground, let's say, you beat that in a weekend. You beat that in a week. Oh, right? Yeah. You beat that in a week, and then you'd never touch it again. You'd be like, all right, well, I did it. I unlocked everything. That's it. There's no more. I'm done. And then you'd never play it again because there's another thing coming out. However, when you have a Destiny sort of situation where it's like, okay, I've beaten everything, but in like 2 months, they're releasing another thing for the game, more shit that I can do for this game that I actually like. It kind of refreshes that drive to play that game because for me,
you know what they say, Nick? It's about drive. It's about power. We stay hungry. We devour. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't hungry no more, cuz. Sorry. That's Too Fast, Too Furious. Yeah, but that's I like games as a service because of that. The way that the world is right now. Because when I was a young lad, when I was a young warthog, right, I had a demo disc and I would just play the same fucking level over and over again because I couldn't afford the real games. So I just put in the demo disc
and
I just be like,
games as service, because then it's like, I mean, you go to Destiny now. I paid $60 for that game. It's a hollow game now. The game that I bought.
Right. But also you've got like Fortnite is games of service.
Yeah.
You got now Halo. Well, anything with a battle pass now is just like, well, it's the same game. It's just got new shit in it, right? There's a new map. There's new characters. There's new something.
This is funny coming from Cooking for Group. Considering that's all he fucking plays.
Apex?
I know what you play, Cooking for Group. You play
League
Apex.
of Legends.
You play
League of Legends.
Yeah. I know what you play.
That's a games as service right there, more than anything. League of Legends has been around for 8 years, I think, and that's all that game is fucking games as service. Yeah. And If you wouldn't be playing it if they only released the 20 characters that they had when the game released.
Let's get to the question though.
Right.
What would your law be?
All video game publishers and developers studios had to follow. Oh man. Oh, I don't have one. Do you have one yet?
I've got like 2 or 3 that I
Okay, well then you go and I'll think about it because I have the inkling of one.
First and foremost, this is mainly because we're raising money for able gamers, but having accessibility options should be mandatory in your video games. Number 2, okay, second law. I know you said one law, but this I can't. You can't stop me. Your trophy list can't suck.
He's got too much power.
Your trophy list must not suck.
Okay. What does that mean? What does that mean? Does that mean like you can't have trophies that are just beat the game, you get the platinum?
No, I'm okay with that.
My god, that sucks, dude. That sucks.
That does suck. I agree. No, I like platinum trophies like Ghost of Tsushima or stuff like that, where it's like basically do everything in the game and you get the platinum. Yeah. I hate the ones that are like get every collectible and actually like The Last of Us Part 1. That is a horrible trophy list. I fucking hate that trophy list.
Oh yeah. Especially multiplayer. Do not put multiplayer trophies in your game.
Yeah.
Do not.
Yeah. I got those.
That's
those
a big one.
Though.
I didn't. I'm missing one.
I like
because I played Hunter and not Firefly. So it was like, yeah, I know. And I fucked up because I didn't realize it was a trophy until.
Let's hop back in. I'll get it for you.
Yeah.
Let's get back in there, dude.
I don't know. I'm not even that good to keep my people alive for 2 weeks or whatever it was.
Let's do it, dude. Let's fucking play. You just gotta pick the one that's like heal a friend, and
then do that. Yeah, that's true. Anyway, what's your last one? You got a third one?
Yeah. Put co-op in every game.
Okay, I can see that.
All games need co-op.
All games have a co-op option.
And Nick is turning into a robot.
Oh no! Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
God damn it, dude.
I can still hear you though. You're okay. All right.
Mine would probably be pay your workers.
Oh yeah. That's already a lot though.
Right, but like a regular wage. I feel like one of my biggest things would be I just got a message from Cooking for a Group and he said you should shut the fuck up. You know I'm right about this fucking games of service shit. You know I'm right. Oh man. What was I? He just fucking threw me off.
This is good content. We're killing it.
We're killing it, dude. I'm killing it. I don't remember what it was. God damn it. Oh, investors don't get a fucking say in creative work. That's another thing. Neither do publishers. The developer is the only person that can say what goes in and comes out of a game. 100%. If a publisher says something, they are fired. Like, I don't know what would happen, but keep publishers and investors out of development. They do not belong there. And that is probably the biggest law that I have. If anything, that's the biggest one. Because the people who make the game the way they want to make the game. And it doesn't fucking matter if you want to throw in, loot boxes or whatnot. If the people making the game are like, we don't need loot boxes in this, don't fucking put loot boxes in it. You don't have to have a battle pass. You don't have to have, you're making the game. If you don't want that revenue, you don't need that revenue to come in, then just fucking be like, this is the game. This is what we made. This is how it's supposed to be. We're not cutting corners or taking shit out just because we want to add some monetization bullshit down the line, And maybe we would have Star Wars 1313 still, or that Amy Hennig Star Wars game, because, a publisher didn't go like, well, you need to cut this. It's costing us too much. Fuck that.
Battlefront 3.
I mean, I feel like we'll have Battlefront 3 eventually.
No, but it was supposed to be like...
Oh, you mean from the original?
Yeah.
The originals. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
I still want that game. I still want it. If they released it today,
mm-hmm.
and it was just like of that time, I would still fuck with that game. Heavy.
Yeah.
I didn't write down what's coming out next week. Fuck.
Nothing. Fucking nothing's coming out next week. Don't even worry about it. And this show is coming out next week. And right after this show, we are doing a Spider-Man Far From Home a video.
Yeah.
A spoiler cast.
I was almost thinking we might do it before. We might even start before. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It depends on everyone's availability, I suppose.
No, Far From Home. It'll be Far From Home.
No Way Home.
I know, but Far From Home is coming out right after this.
That's
show. What you look forward to next week. Yes.
Oh, no, you look forward to that.
Yeah, that's coming out the next day. I'm just kind of plugging the channel right now. Other Lonercast shows like the spoiler cast, where we go over Hawkeyes on Wednesday.
Among Us comes out on PS5 December 14th.
It comes out for everything.
Yeah.
Xbox as well. And I think it comes out on the Switch too. That same.
The Smurfs Mission Vileaf Smurftastic Edition comes out December 14th for PS5.
You want to know what I think is going to happen? Right as soon as we end this, like the next day on Tuesday, Nintendo's going to be like, stay tuned for Wednesday when we'll share something about Bayonetta 3 and we'll give you all the news on Bayonetta 3. And we'll be like, fuck, all right, well, we're going to be behind by a week. But yeah, what are you going to do?
Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade comes out on PC December 16th. Alien Isolation comes out on iOS and Android December 16th.
I don't think we need to know these things. I don't think anybody out there is looking
Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach comes out on PS5 and PS4 and PC on December 16th.
Right.
And The Gunk comes out on Xbox Series X and Xbox One December 16th.
You know what's funny about The Gunk? They showed off 2 trailers and we haven't heard shit from it. I think they got really there's no engagement on The Gunk. So they're just like, well, people don't really want this. Let's just put it out. Because I didn't realize that had a fucking release date. Game didn't look very good.
I thought it looked pretty neat.
Well,
I love platformers, though.
Yeah, you sure do.
Yeah, anyway, that's the show. Fuck off. Eat my ass.
Close it out. No.
Check us out on Twitter at Lonercast1. I'm at Emergency Pizza _. Nick is at Fatal _Microwave. Follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/Lonercast. Anyway, eat my ass. Bye!